Well, to all the viewers around the world, welcome back for another Formula 1 race of the WRL featuring White Sphinx. I'm your broadcaster tonight, and I want to welcome you in the beautiful country of Austria, in the little town called Spielberg on the Red Bull Ring. First up is qualify. As we can see at the moment, it looks like we only have 10 drivers which will compete tonight. One of the big missers at the moment is WRL Hamilton, and I believe Team Vodka Shot and Slendy are both in, so they will manage a little points gaps on WR Hamilton, and that also means, or probably could mean, there's an extra slot reserved on the podium for today. And with that said, we also have a newcomer. His name is the Dutch Steak, and we're gonna watch him during our stream. Well, the first cars are coming out, so we have to see. It looks like Slendy is early, together with 0606 is going out, Brown Brigadier is going out. Well, it's quite busy early on the track. Mason Blue is still in the pits, and it looks like the first one was leading the pack on the track would be the Social Mute. Let's see what happens from here, because the guys first need to warm the engines, the tires, the brakes a bit before they start a flying lap. On my broadcast screen I can see Easy Eye Dave is watching what the other guys is doing, so it looks like he's going for a later outlap so he gets in clear air a little bit more, and then probably gonna do a double stint. Well, to the final corner goes the Social Mute on the first front straight, and we'll see what he's doing. Braking in front of the first hairpin styled corner because it's 90 degrees, and we have a yellow in sector 2. Doesn't matter a lot. Let's see if we can see something on the telemetry. Lap data. Yeah, we got the lap data. So let's see what he's doing in sector 2, because he's one of the first drivers out. And sector 2 goes in, what could it be? Let's figure out where the line is. Good question, where is the line? Sector 2 goes in 16 seconds and 8,000 or hundreds, I don't know. Also for me, guys, this is getting used to a bit more. Ooh, and he goes real wide. And first time is a 108. Well, probably in this division this won't be enough, and Slendy already goes in a 106. So let's follow the next one. Let's see. Oh, they're coming fast. Brown Brigadier goes in a 107.6, and 6 is off track. Looks like a little slide. So next up is the Dutch Stick in the McLaren Honda. He's in sector 2 and going into sector 1. Oh, and we have a faster pole time. It's a 106.335 I can see. And it's Mason Blue who jumps to 5th with a 108.7. So a quite easy out. Quite slow bunker lap. And who do we have coming out of the pits? It's the boss. And Dutch Stick is also on track, and let's see if he can make a valid lap. Ooh, he has a lot of overs there. You see the car wiggling around. And the first sector goes in, would it be 17.7 seconds. There's 3/10 of the pace. He needs a good exit here, early on the power. see, braking into the would be third gear corner. A little wide, but doesn't matter. Let's see. So it has to take something about sector 2 goes in at 48. There is still a bit of pole time, but it looks like it's something about 4 or 5 tenths. Well, that's quite good. Let's see if he can finish up the lap. Nice and complete. A little wide, but that doesn't matter on that part. And it's a 109. And it says his time is invalid, so he needs a couple of more laps. Let's see who's out more. Oh, it's the boss who started this first run in the second sector. Is on DRS backstraight, I think. Yes, he is. Braking for this third gear corner. Maybe we have to figure out what the corner names are. Let's see if I can find the track map real quick. And the boss is in his final sector now. Let's see if he keeps it neat and tidy. Into the last corner, onto the backstretch, a little over there. And his time goes in a 108.5. So let's see if we can figure out who's on the track. At the moment it's the Dutch stick. Still trying to set a time. Is it good this time? Nope, it isn't. Well, it's hard to make your debut race, of course. See, I found the track map. And we also found the names of the corners. And they're very German, so for me it's probably hard to shout out the next corner name, but it should be Schlossgold. So braking into Schlossgold. Going up to, and the next left-hander will be, corner's name is Rauch. I believe it's one of the sponsors of Red Bull. Going into word curve. And going to a corner named Rindt, probably named after Joachim Rindt, one of the drivers. And with 4 minutes to go, the Dutch stick is going into the pits for a new set of tires. Also on the track we have Easy Eye Dave. He's in his outlap, so he will make his first run, and it looks like it's gonna be a double stint, one try. He's already in his fast. Does he? Well, it doesn't say, so we have to guess. Still fastest is Team Vodka Shot, followed by Sklendy in second. Brown Brigadier with a good effort in third. 0606 is going for another outlap, but he's in fourth. Followed by the Boss with a 108.583. He's currently standing in the pit lane. Mason Blue in sixth. The last one with a real-time time. And then it's waiting for the first time posted by Easy Eye Dave. The Dutch Stick and Social Mute and Mackie, of course, they all have to post the time. Let's see, that was corner. So coming up to Rindt corner. Keep it a bit tidy on the inside. And here no corner cutting. Easy. Difficult to see. And Easy Eye Dave jumps up to fourth. So it looks like the time of Brown Brigadier is quite good. We have Slendy again on an outlap going for the time of Team Vodka Shot, and Vodka Shot responds immediately because he goes out also. We're gonna need to follow the fight for pole. So So first off was Slendy. He's in the Rauch corner. He has a set of ultra softs. And Slendy is going for his second time run. Breaking into Castrol Edge corner. It's the first corner of the circuit. Going up on the DRS straight. Is it? No, it's not the DRS straight. Going to Remus. And driving into the DRS straight. Going to the third corner Slush Gold. Let's see if he takes a little late braking. Keeps it nice and tidy to the inside of the corner. Now let's see what the sector times is going to do. It did 16 seconds, 16.8 seconds over it. That's good. It says a 48 something, so the moment he's on course, you can see if he's improving his time or not. Onto the main straight. Taking lots of curb, and he goes to a 106.4, so he did improve his time, but it's still not fast enough. And with 30 seconds on the clock, see if a vodka shot who takes a lot of curves is gonna improve his time, and he does. He goes to a 106.1, so he improved by something of 2/10. Let's see how it go with the social mute. If he can post the time. I can see it was Mace and Blue is. Oh, it's the social mute who goes to third. Mace and Blue in eighth. Oh, 90's Mackie, so he posted his first time. Well, let's see what the Dutch stick is doing. To see if he's improving, if he has a penalty or not. He's struggling a lot with this McLaren, by the looks of it. Well, it's never easy, you know, they will qualify, so if he posts his time, it's already good. And maybe we can see if the speed is there. So 112, so he didn't set a time, and pole position goes to Team Vodka Shot with Slendy in second, and I just missed out on third. I can see there. Oh, it's the social mute followed by Easy Eye Dave, and Easy Eye Dave is one of the drivers who is gonna try it on the super soft, so that means his time of a 107.4 isn't that bad. Mackie also with a one stint run, also on the super soft, so he's going to try make up some ground in the first part of the race. So let's see. Well, for the viewers who are just joining, this is WRL League Racing, and we just had qualify. So welcome if you're watching. We're gonna do a rundown of the grid at the moment. The guys are already on the grid, and it looks like everybody is coming into the session. Cars are lined up on the grid already. Carefully watching what Easy Dave is doing by strategy, and he's gonna alter it a bit. Let's go for 3 stints now. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe it could, because it's a 50% race. And we need to do question mark. See it here. We need to do 36 laps. And we're gonna start following one of the mid-pack drivers so we can, or mid-pack qualifiers, so we can see if there is any carnage in turn 1, so we don't miss out on anything. Like I said before, for the viewers who just tuned in, one of our big contenders, WRL Hamilton, is missing. Nobody knows what he's doing, but in this case, in this race, he's not here. So that means that Slendy and Team Vodka Shot can make a big points gap difference. And really have to figure out what the points difference is. Let's see, we're gonna start in 5 seconds and counting down. It looks like everybody's ready, and we're gonna follow the boss from the start so we can see all the cars clearly. It's Vodka Shot on pole, followed by Slendy, and it's a good start for the social mute, followed by the boss taking the outside line. Saw a little contact between a Renault, I thought, and it's both the Red Bulls who are trying to attack, and there's a lot of defending going on by Social, and Easy Eye Dave is trying to go to second. He's in third now, so he had a good start from 5th place. He's the only one in the top 5 on the slower compound tire. We're still on board with the Social mute, followed by Mason Blue, and Slendy just took over 1st place. Looks like it. Yeah, Slendy took over 1st place, so he's going down for a fight. Ooh, Dave runs wide. One of the Rebels is taking. So, 1st lap down, it's Slendy in front of Vodka Shot, followed by Easy Eye Dave, Social Mute in 4th, Boss in 5th, Mason Blue in 6th, Brown Brigadier and 06 are fighting, Mackie in 9th and the Dutch Stick in 10th in his debut race. Well, if he keeps all 4 on the grey stuff, he's gonna walk away with a point with this, and there's something wrong with Brown Brigadier. It's quite crazy in here. It's a 4-way battle from 10th to 6th, I think. 7? Yeah, 7. And we got somebody going white. It's Brown Brigadier and Mackie fighting each other. And let's see, we got another fight on our hands with the Social Mute, and we have a spin in the background. It's the boss who spun out. So was there any contact? I just saw it in the background. Back to the lead, it's Slendy in front, followed by Vodka Shot within the DRS distance. Dave has a tidy gap. So where are the fights going on? First of all, I want to see if Vodka is going to try it. No, not yet. Maybe into the next corner. Stop it to the inside. This is in the DRS zone, so you can have a better run. And Slendy brakes quite late. Does he hold the inside? Yeah, he does. Nice of him. Let's go back to the fight between 06 and the Dutch Stick. Brown Brigadier is closing in together with Mackie. So let's follow this fight for a bit. Because this is one of the closest one, and it's a 3-way battle. If there is something happening on the front of the pack between Slendy and Team Vodka Shot, we'll switch to that real quick. Ooh, wide in his McLaren goes the Dutch Stick. And does 06 have a lunge on him? He looks and he tries on the inside. He pushes Dutch stick a bit wide. And then they are almost 3 wide on the backside. Brigadier even goes on the grass to try and overtake, in this case, the Dutch stick. And he launches on the inside. No, and there was contact between the Dutch stick and 06. Dutch sticks already gives the place back, but in that case Mackie is attacking just as fast and puts it on the inside of, was it? Well, couldn't see it. Lots of things happening around here. So 06 is driving away a bit, and the Dutch stick lost the place again, so he's back in 9th. Let's see what the gaps are going. Again, a bit wide from the Dutch stick. Does he have front wing damage? Oh, we can see, of course. Camera type TV bot. Looks like there is front wing damage, and we have a spin by Mackie, who lost his front wing right end plate at the moment, and it's a lot of damage, so probably he will go into the pits. And that's a real shame, because he started on the super soft tires, which is the harder compound tire, and he was hoping to do a longer run than the rest of the guys. We're gonna switch back to the front. Still Slendy in the lead, followed by Vodka Shot right in his gearbox. Not anymore, because he made a small mistake. And we're gonna run down some info, because afterwards we have the podium interviews. First one was lap 1 for Easy Eye Dave, who had a great start from, I thought it was 6-1. And 0 says, so 6 is in the pit, so we're gonna switch to him. Does he have any damage? No, no front wing change, only tire change, so that's an early stop. Lap 6. 06 in pit. 2 supers. Dave, racing start. We noted it down for the guys if it's necessary for the podium interviews. Still Slendy in the lead, followed by Vodka Shock within DRS range. And yeah, I'm wondering, is he following? Doesn't he want to attack? Is he saving fuel? Is he saving tires? Could we see it? Maybe. Let's see the, Slendy is in rich mode, and here he defends off Team Vodka Shot on the inside, so the crossover didn't happen because Vodka hit Slendy a bit. Lap 7, turn 2. Slendy and Vodka. Is there any wing damage? Well, Slendy is running in rich and Vodka is running on standard. Fuel-wise, well, Slendy has a lot of fuel more. That's the reason why Vodka can hold on to him, because the car has more weight. And we need to see what Dave's doing. Let's see, Vodka again into the DRS. Is he going to try the crossover again? Does he have damage? No, it doesn't look like. And he's attacking in rich mode now, and he's on the outside. Let's see, can he do the crossover? Well, it looks like he's alongside of Slendy on the inside, and he has DRS now. So if he stays here, maybe we're gonna get some wheel banging. No, we won't, but it's clearly a nice pass, nice and clean pass by Team Vodka Shop. 8. So maybe by the looks of it, with Vodka in first now, and Slendy close on him. Real close. And Davis, it looks like maybe going to get the gap a little smaller. Are there some other fights around track? Doesn't look like it. So in this case we can stay with this battle. 5 seconds stop and go penalty for the Dutch stick. He's in pit lane, so we're gonna see his stop. No wing change, only changing to the super soft. And he's going back out. Back to the lead, guys. To all our viewers. Somebody has to say, just mention it in the chat. We can see it. If you got any questions, just ask. What happened? Mason Blue is in the pit, so we're gonna switch to him. Early on the pit limiter, he doesn't want a penalty, he's in 5th. And he's gonna change to the... can we see it? Yeah, it are the super soft. It's the second stint of ultra soft, and he falls back to 6th, and the boss is in the pit again. Is it again? Question mark? We can see that, of course. Gap is stops. No, it was the first stop of the boss, and it looks like Vodka is running away from Slendy. Yeah, the gap went up to 1.6, and oh, good timing. The Vodka shot is going into the pits, so this gives Slendy a lot of clear air. Lap 11 by now. Let's see, Vodka falls back to... looks to place, and social mute is already in. Vodka changes to the... well, it looks like the super soft tires. So let's see the stop social did. Well, it looks like we have 7 viewers at the moment. Guys, if you have any questions, just ask them. I'm gonna do a little bit of writing. And we see a 3-second time penalty for Mackie. Multiple warnings, so that will look like... and we have a spin. It's Brown Brigadier in 5th. Rejoining. I was saying Mackie has a time penalty for... multiple warnings, so probably will be extending track limits or exceeding track limits. Let's see what's going on here. So from the moment of the start, EGI Dave overtook 2 guys, and yeah, some lost, some not. Probably within this pit stop phase it's gonna change already again, because Slendy still have to stop, and he's on the ultra soft tire, so it couldn't be long. We're gonna follow him, and we have a pit stop for Brown Brigadier. Does he have damage? No, he hasn't, so it's his first regular stop, and let's see if he goes to the super soft tire soft or again another. It looks like the super soft tires. So we only need to see for the stops Slendy, Easy Eye Dave and Brown Brigadier. And we gotta notice, yes, it's live. Let's see, where was I? I have to put down lap 11 vodka. Fill it. And well, it looks like Easy Eye Dave is and we have a new fastest lap for Team Vodka Shot in race. It's a 1:08.9, and it looks like Easy Eye Dave is closing the gap on Slendy. So is Slendy running in? He's running in rich mode. Does it always long? And probably we have a problem. Yeah, we had a spin from Mackie. And what's happening with 06? He's fighting with a Dutch stick. And he goes outside of the track limits. And looks like Mackie is going one lap down. So Slendy did cross them together with Dave. And it's Slendy going into the pit together with Dave. So we need a lot of things to see and notice here. Nice on the pit limiter, don't see any penalty times. So it's Slendy into the pits, going to the super soft tires, and we're gonna switch to Dave. Vodka back in the lead. Oh, where's Dave? Here's Dave. And did Dave have a penalty? Yeah. Because he lost a lot of time there. 14 stops. For Slendy and Dave. And we got another question live on Mixer. I will answer that in a short moment. Well, for the viewers who are watching, this is the WRL League Racing on F1 2017. If somebody likes the racing and wants to join, best up is to contact me, White Sphinx, in this case, but officially our recruiters are Jazillion and Steerage 9097. I also gonna put it into the chat. Something happening in the race now. Vodka is still first, and it's the social mute who is attacking Slendy. We're gonna follow that also while typing. For a viewer, you also got it in the chat, so you can see. And we have another 3-second time penalty for Brown Brigadier, multiple warnings, so probably again exceeding track limit. Tire compounds, we have Vodka Shot on the super soft, Slendy and 06 who is in the pits together with Mackie for a front wing change. 0606 is going on the soft tires. Team Vodka Shot 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Well, with a 9-second lead, that won't be a problem. And Mackie had a front wing change and is coming back on the track, lap down, behind on Slendy and the social mute. And is Dave clearing the gap? Question mark. Looks like it. Well, to join up, contact Jazillion. by Xbox Live or send me a message by Xbox Live, and I will bring you in contact with the recruiters. Let's see, Social Mute still trying to attack Slendy. Well, he's on a super soft tire, so he's faster, and Mackie is making way for Easy Eye Dave. Nice move of him, just to let him by on the straights. Let's see, is there any fight going on? It's only between Slendy and the Social Mute. With this helicopter view, it's nice to see of the braking points, and whoa, the Social Mute brakes really late. Also, for the people who want some information about WRL Elite Racing, like I said, just send us a message. Follow our live stream. We got 3 divisions. We got a Tuesday division for the lesser gods, I will call them. I'm one of the drivers there. We got the race setup for the Tuesday division is 2 races of 25%. So always with a pit stop. The Thursday races, the one you're watching right now, is a 50% race with some of the faster guys. And I also believe there was a Saturday night race which is 100%. And we have a yellow in sector 3. Who could that be? Ooh, it's Mackie. Crashed out, turning up onto the main straight. And it looks like... well, that's the way to do it, Mackie. Put it in first gear, guy, and go on. Ooh, be careful. You don't want to have any other damage. And even though with the dirt on your tires, please be careful, dude. So back to the front, and I'm gonna do a little rundown. It's Team Vodka Shot in first, second with 11 seconds back is Slendy, and we have a 3-second time penalty for the Dutch stick, multiple warnings, so again exceeding track limits. In third it's the Social Mute on, let's see, on the super soft tire, which still is attacking, and is he going for a run on him? Looks like, can he brake late? And Mason Blue has a 3-second time penalty, again exceeding track limits. Well, I said we were going to do a rundown, but this fight is interesting, so let's wait and see what happened, guys. And this battle all goes by, and we see a little dust coming off the car of Slendy on the inside. This battle is just a question about how long are the tires going to last. Can Slendy make it to the end? Well, he went in on lap 40, so it was 6 laps ago. 14. 22 laps he needs to do on the soft compound tire. Is it doable? Yes it is. It's doable, but the question will be, what will his end speed be, and can he can he retain the podium spot? Because it's still the Social Mute within a second who is in the DRS zone now, with his DRS flapped open, and behind that it's Easy Eye Dave. So to continue the rundown, like I said, in third Social Mute, fourth Easy Eye Dave, in fifth it's Mason Blue, the Boss 045 in sixth, Brown Brigadier in 7th, the Dutch Stick in his debut race, which is going reasonable at the moment, in 8th. In 9th we have 0606. And in 10th we have Mackie with a lots of problem, and it's easy idea for got a 3-second time penalty with multiple warnings. So probably exceeded track limits too much. It happens a lot in this race, and I think it's gonna be a penalty festival. And we're gonna write that down for later on in the driver interviews. Watching. Thank you for my moment of silence, but I had to write down some questions for the podium interviews. Back with you live in again. Nothing changed. It's still a Team Vodka shot on this. Yeah, it looks like his Thursday evening drive. Last week he had quite of the same. In the first 10 laps he was fighting with Slendy and WR Hamilton. And eventually Hamilton was struggling a lot, so for that race it was, hey, we have a problem with Mason Blue. What happened? Lost 2 places quite quick, so it could be spun out. And the boss is going try to attack Brown Brigadier, but he's going way wide, so he overshot the corner. And yeah, maybe something for the boss. He drives the RB13 with car number 13. I don't think that's useful in this case. Going back to see the social mute. He's backing off on Slendy a bit, so it looks like his second stop is coming up. We're at lap 23. Well, I expect him in around lap 25, 26, I think. And let's see. Social mute is dropping back a bit, so first stops will come, and we have a fight on our end with the boss and Brown Brigadier. And in this case the boss overtakes him because Brigadier goes wide and Mason Blue attacks with him. So in one corner he lost 2 places. And I see we have another viewer with us. Welcome. This is the WRL Racing League. And at the moment we're following Brown Brigadier, who's lost 2 places, and Mason Blue, who is trying to attack, and we have a spin by the Brown Brigadier, so it looks like he has front wing damage on the left front of the car. Couldn't see it clearly yet. Let's change the camera type. Yes, there's quite a lot of damage. Gurney flaps on the left side on the front wing are gone, and it looks like the end plate is also gone. And we see it from here. It's hard to see. Well, comes around the corner. The end plate is off as well. So there's a lot of damage, and you will go into this pit stop. And something else happening? No, not yet. So we're gonna follow Brown Brigadier. He has to brake back to, I thought, 80 miles of 80 kilometers an hour, and he's on the pit limiter. Let's see if it was early enough or just too late. Well, it was quite okay, and ooh, that's strange. He doesn't change his front wing, so he goes into the pits. And who's that? That's Slendy coming down to lap him. So Brown Brigadier went into the pits with a broken front wing, and it looks like he forgot to change it. Let's see, he makes a lot of room for the social mute to pass him or to lap him. Are there any fights? Yes, still Maze and Blue fighting with the boss. Are we gonna follow them for a while? Still in first we have Team Vodka Shot, followed by Slendy, Social Mute in third, with a bigger gap than the last few laps. Easy Eye Dave is in fourth, followed by the boss in fifth, who is under attack of Maze and Blue. And they're coming up to the... which corner is it? Yet it's the hairpin, so next up it's the DRS zone, and we have a 5-second stop and go penalty for the Dutch stick, who is struggling a lot in his debut race. And you can see the crew waiting, and there they finally go. Does he have damage? No, he doesn't, so he goes to the ultra subs, and it's the social mute with a 3-second time penalty, and behind him is Dave on 4 seconds, so he has a 1-second gap, I think. And let's see, Maze and Blue, sorry we missed it, but he passed the boss, and by the looks of it, by the gap, to see the boss made a big mistake. And the boss, he made a big mistake because he also had a 3-second time penalty, which means he went quite wide. And we have Team Vodka Shot, our race leader, into the pits on the pit limiter, and he's going to change his tires to the Ultra Softs. Was a nice and clean stop, very quick. So we've started the second round of pit stop, and there's Slendy on the right side, who passes him for the lead question. Yes, he does. So Slendy is back in the lead, and it's the social mute on lap 27 going to Ultrasoft for his second pit stop. So the stops are coming quite down now. So at the moment in the lead, oh, this is interesting, social mute, and I saw the McLaren of the Dutch stick, but he's a accident in the pit lane. The social mute killed his front ring. You could see he hit the wall when exiting. Let's see. Well, like I was telling, we have Slendy in first, followed by the Team Vodka Shot, who's making up, well, it looks like a 10th every corner. But the gap is going down real quick, and are we going to see an on-track overtake? In third we have Easy Eye Dave. 4 is the social mute after his pit stop. Did I say that correct? Well, we can see it, of course. That's the case. He stops. Yeah, social mute, yeah, it was stopped. And Team Vodka is going to attack because he's managing to put up a pace. Slendy. And on camera you can see Slendy is on the soft tires, the hardest compound we took with us. And Team Vodka Shot is on the ultra soft tires, and Mason Blue has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warning, which will mean he exceeded track limits. So today track limits are a real issue for the drivers. They already wrote it down. Just to ask him. And also the boss has multiple warning track limits. Hard to stay focused, I think. Well, camera, do you think? Yes, and Slendy is fighting Team Vodka Shot off, who just posted the fastest time. Does he go for the switchback? No, he doesn't yet. Maybe he's gonna try it on the DRS straight, which comes after this one. And we have a pit stop by Easy Eye Dave. I can see it on my second screen also. He's switching back to the Ultra Sauce, but again, here in the fight for the lead in in this case it's more important. And by the looks of this, it just looks like Vodka is pushing Slendy around the track because he's so close on his gearbox. So, let's see if Slendy defends the inside. Well, it's Vodka who's going to try the inside, and Slendy knows he's too far back. So Vodka has to wait a bit more, and he has a good exit. Is he next to Slendy? Yes, he is on the inside. Next corner is to the right, so let's see who brakes the hardest. And it's Vodka on the inside, next to each other. Ooh. And there was a little wheel banging going on there. And it's Vodka shot who overtook Slendy. So we're gonna write that down also. 30. Vodka. 2v1. Contact. And yeah, after the overtake from Vodka on Slendy is running away quite quick, so this does tell Slendy's tires are going off a lot, and with the softer compound tire of Vodka shot it's easier to make up ground. Question now is, with the 20-second gap to third place, is Slendy going to the end? And the fastest lap posted by Easy Eye Dave at the moment in a 1:08.336. Let's see. Yes, Slendy is the only one on a one stopper. He can make it to the end. Are there any other fights going on track? Well, we just have to see. So in first we have Team Vodka Shot, followed by Slendy. In third we have the Social Mute, and this could be our potential podium if it was for the penalty fest we have with exceeding track limits. In fourth it's Easy Eye Dave within 3 seconds of the Social Mute. I know for sure they both have a penalty, but I don't know how much. And fifth we have Maize and Blue on a 17-second gap from Easy Eye Dave and a 3-second gap from the boss. And the Dutch Stick has again a 3-second time penalties for multiple warning. Tonight isn't this night, but still in 8th place. In 6th we have the boss, and looks like, I can see it, it looks like he has a tiny bit of front wing damage. It's in 7th Brown Brigadier, and we have another penalty. This time it's 06, again a 3-second time penalty. We have the Dutch Stick in 8th in his debut race. Nice to see him still going with 4 laps to go, and probably he's a lap down or some 1 or 2 laps down. And Vodka just posted the fastest time in 1:08.125. So for the Dutch Stick, I think it's a solid debut, and we'll see what the future brings. And we have a yellow in sector 2. Was it for 06? Question looks like. Well, 0606 is in 9, and Mackie with a crash and multiple penalties is in 10s. And still, in this case, with the 10 drivers of tonight, because we're missing some, which is one of the championship contenders, WRL Hamilton. Shame to miss you, boy, but the fight in the front was good. And that's just the case. If you finish this race, you're in the points, and that's also quite good. And for the guys who... Ooh, and we have another spin for Mackie. Well, his night is going bonkers, like we say. And yeah, you can see he's quite nice to his fellow competitors. First we have Team Vodka Shot, which really looks like a Sunday cruise again. Like I said before, for the viewers we have, if you want to join, you can send one of us a message, and we can bring you in contact with one of our recruiters. His name is Josilian or Steerage 1997. And another penalty handed out to the Brown Brigadier, exceeding track limits. And it's Zereses who lets Team Vodka by. Also, if you want to have more information about the WRL or Whisky Racing League, and we have another yellow in Sector 1, it's Mackie again. Ooh, he has a hard day. He even kills the Pirelli board. And he has to let Slendy go by. Well, he does. Like I said, if you want to have more information about the WRL or Whisky Racing League, contact one of us or go to our website, which is www.whiskyracingleague.wixsite.com -Whisky Racing League. Also, you can find it on Google, and I will post the link in the comments section for the one. For our viewers. Yes. Yep. Let's see. That. Is there some track action? Yeah, there is, because they've managed to close down the gap to social news. Isn't our website working? Sorry for the foul language, guys. Trying to get the link of our website. Can I do it on another? Oh, and the finish is over there, so the podium is going to be, for now, Team Vodka Shot in first, Slendy in second, and can Dave do anything about it? No, he can't. And it's the Social Mute who finished third. And it's Easy Dave in fourth. Followed by Maze and Blue. Will come home in fifth unless he makes a major mistake. But we don't think about that. So it's Maze and Blue in fifth, with in sixth place it's the Boss 045. And the last one to finish will be Mackie, 9th place. Sorry for the little mishap. I found a link to a website and I'm gonna put it in the chat. And I see we have another follower. Well, the link is in the chat to our website. If you have any questions, if you want to come in contact with us, just find us on Xbox Live, Mixer, or through our website. And by the looks of it, with the penalty festival we had, it's first for Team Vodka Shot, Slendy in second, Social Mute in third, Easy Eye Dave in fourth, fifth goes Maize and Blue, sixth the Boss 045, seventh for the Brown Brigadier, eighth by his debut race the Dutch Stick, and Zero says 06 in ninth, and Mackie with a lots of problems and 3 laps down goes 10th. And guys, don't go anywhere because we're gonna have some podium interviews. And I'm gonna send the invite to the rest of the guys. So let's see. I need an invite for let's let's see, I can find a way to get all the guys in. So first of all, it's Vodka and send him a party invite. Second, we had Slendy in the Ferrari. We're gonna send him an invite too for the podium interviews. And third was the Social Mute. Social Mute in third. Let's see. Invite for party. Let's see who comes in. Well, first off in the party it's Slendy. Slendy, thank you. Well, Vodka is also in, so just waiting on the Social Mute. Guys, Rien, Trick, tick the box above your picture and your name for a full live interview. And could somebody try to get to place in your social in? Question mark. Just send them an invite, but I don't know. And we got a few viewers tonight, so Vodka, please change your language.
Yeah.
This for last week.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Social isn't coming.
Is he offline?
Can't see him in his party. Let's see if we can find him a friends list real quick, if I have him. You went on. Well, guys, welcome to the podium then.
Yeah,
got a few questions for you, like always. First of all, we're gonna start in qualifying. We saw that both of your drivers, you set a fast time, and then you both got into the pit and waited. And then I saw Slendy go out, and at that moment, yeah, within a second, Vodka out. You were also out. Slendy, you first. Tell us about your second run.
My second run was about 4 tenths up. until the last corner. I just turned in too early, got on the curb, and just flew and got my lap invalidated, so I didn't improve.
Ah, okay.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be closer.
Okay, yeah, because I saw your lap time was faster, but I couldn't see in broadcast. We can't see if you got a penalty for it or not.
No, I messed up on the last corner.
Ah, okay.
So,
And for you, Vodka?
Yeah, I had pole, so it was good. I think I could have done it a bit faster as well, but yeah, I didn't need it because, as Lenny said, he messed up a bit. So my time was good enough for pole, so that's great, I think.
Okay, yeah, outstanding job. Of course, natuurlijk first place is best place to start. It's easy like that.
Yeah, not always,
going on
but
to the race, and not always. Why not?
in tracks like Mexico, it's not really a benefit if you start on the pole position.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind next time you train pole in Mexico.
Yeah. Okay.
Going over to the race, we could see both guys had a good start, a decent start. Did you notice the fight between in your mirrors between both the Red Bulls and Easy Eye Dave? Did you see anything of that?
No, I did not. I was just focusing on my own race and Slendy, so I didn't. See
Okay, well. Okay, you didn't see that. Well, first corner, everybody got clean through nicely, no contact, so that was good. Going over to, let's see on my notepad, lap 7. Going into turn 2, it was Vodka attacking on Slendy, and I saw a bit of contact there. Slendy, did you notice anything?
I kinda did. I thought I hit him, but I wasn't sure. I checked back, but didn't see any damage, so I just carried on.
Okay, and for you, you got any damage from that, Vodka?
No, on my screen there wasn't any contact.
Okay, well, from the viewer side of what we saw, going into turn 2, you tried to do the crossback on Slendy, and you just tapped this right rear wheel, I think, so lucky you got away with that.
Yeah, I remember that. I thought he was a bit faster out of that corner, but I had too much speed, so I tapped him a little bit, but I had no damage.
Okay, and then next up was lap 7. You overtook Slendy for P1.
Yep.
And did you try to manage the gap, because Slendy was still pushing behind you?
Yeah, not really. I was just trying to move away. I think Slendy did a great job, and then I pitted, so he overtook me then. So I had to
that's true.
to retake the position again later on.
Okay, well, you stopped on lap 11, and I was watching the screens, and I was watching Slendy. At that moment he was first. He was in first, so Slendy, were you managing the tires or not, or just were giving you all out to make the undercut?
No, pretty much as soon as he overtook me, I just let him run off and just looked after my tires. But when they got up to 50%, they just started losing grip like mad, and Dave started catching up, so I had to pit. Yeah, and he even followed me into the pits, which I didn't expect him to do.
He did.
But
with your pit stop, you came in on lap 14, and the question is now, why did you decide to go to the soft tires?
Honestly, I had no practice and didn't think out a strategy, so I just used the recommended one, which was a one-stop.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's obviously, if your mechanic slash engineer says you gotta do a one-stop, if they think it's faster, you always listen. Did you guys got something, you obviously did know that it's after the race that it was a penalty fest?
Yeah, it was.
Because all of you got a penalty.
Except
Oh, I didn't get a penalty.
Yeah.
You didn't, except Slendy. Well,
I only got a warning.
that's a nice thing to have in your account. Shame that Vodka was way in front.
Yeah, the
And
gap
for
wasn't
the
that big. But
well, it was quite.
yeah, I think 9 or 10
let's see.
seconds.
Exactly, and with 1 or 2 penalties for you, eventually the gap wasn't that big. And let's see, the last moment on my list was lap 30. Again, both of you with contact.
Yeah, that was
Remember
kind of
that?
my fault. I just lost the back end in turn 2. That was my fault.
Okay, guys. Well, yeah, it could happen. I want to congratulate you both with your podium.
Thank you.
Last race it was like this. This race is like this, and maybe next race we got somebody else on the podium, or not. And it's still you guys. I want to thank you very much. Congratulations, and for the viewers, this was WRL Whisky Racing League. League Racing on Xbox One F1 2017, and we will be back next Thursday with a new race for you. Thank you very much.